Welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your month ahead reading. Feels like you've uncovered some new wisdom that you want to know more about. We've got the Knight of Swords and Portuguese Man o' War. It feels like you have stumbled upon information or hidden wisdom that sort of shifted everything into perspective and made everything make sense. And you want to know more about it. I'm feeling you kind of like moving back towards into the past, to it's a really specific energy. So it's like you hit the pause button on your linear timeline and you're like walking back through your young adulthood, through your teenager years, through your childhood. You're like doing some kind of comparative analysis or like a reframing where you're taking this new chunk of knowledge and re-examining like every significant event in your life. This feels like occult knowledge, hidden knowledge. Could be astrology, where you've just learned about all of your various signs and about the houses, and it suddenly makes things make sense. So now with that new frame of reference, you're like looking back at the things in your life and you're like, whoa, that's why that's why I did that way. Or that's how I ended up in that kind of relationship. Could also be law of attraction type stuff. Learning about manifesting, and then like maybe you've tried out some techniques and you're like, holy shit, this works. I want to know more about it. And then like moving backwards through kind of the fluffy stuff that is out there, like readily available, like fluffy, like pop culture kind of manifestation things. You are like wanting to get to the root. You want the real, like the source of the information. So you're maybe like diving into Hermeticism or something like that. And it feels like a class or a gathering. So in this Portuguese Man of War, this is about collaboration and teamwork. And if that doesn't make sense, it's because this is not one organism. It looks like a jellyfish, but a man of war is actually a whole bunch of organisms in there doing their own thing. Like they each have a job, they each have a responsibility, they each have a task to keep the whole of the organism healthy and safe and strong. So this is like a twofold kind of thing. It feels like you were really trying to dive into this information on your own and you got really far. Like I feel like you uncovered some stuff in meditation, or you opened your mind to things and they just sort of showed up, like the things that the little bits of wisdom that you were looking for or didn't even know that you were looking for start to flow in. And now you're in the space of wanting to really, really learn and really wanting to dive in and go all the way down and all the way deep. I was also given like, oh, and it feels like you were doing that alone, and now it's about to change to a group setting. So something that you're going to do as a part of a group or part of a class. Could also be something that you are preparing for a group. It feels like you have not ever really felt lonely about doing things on your own. Like there's a really fierce independence here. I wonder if you have like Aries placements in your big planets, like maybe like Mars, maybe Mercury, maybe Moon. But I'm feeling really strong Aries independent energy, and you not really ever having felt lonely or alone. Like you've been alone but not felt lonely. You have been really kind of loving this journey of exploration, of uncovering things. Like this is totally your jam. Like you're investigating, kind of. You are putting things together, looking for clues, because the information that you are trying to learn and the information you're studying and also the information that's awakening from within and speaking to you through your intuition has been purposefully occluded, obscured. I don't know if occluded is a word, but that's the word that obscured is better. So now you get to like peel back the layers of all of these different things to find the truth. You are in the process of, in a really adventurous and like exciting way, in a joyful way, like you're wanting to get to the bottom of it, and you are uncovering truth. You are uncovering hidden nuggets of wisdom. And you're going back through your whole life and you're looking at how these things fit in. You're probably also starting to look at other people, the most important people in your life, and seeing how it fits in for them, but not like bringing them into it. So I feel like for some of you, it will be a class. You're looking for a group of people to learn more about this with, or preparing a class to teach other people about this. And for some of you, you're kind of using your family and friends as like guinea pigs. You're like testing out different like different maneuvers. I don't know why that's the word that's coming. Testing out different literal head scratch. What is the word? Can I have the word, please? Methods. Why was that hard? Different methods on the people around you to better understand what it is that you're working with. What are these rules? What are these laws? What is this body of wisdom that is true, that is deeply true, that is rooted in the mechanics of how creation works? That's what you are in process of uncovering. And feels like you were a person that was not lonely on this journey, but also like you really did want to feel like part of the all, or feel like part of something. So there have been times in your life where you felt not like you were missing out on anything, but that other people were missing out on you. You have so much talent, you have so many gifts, you have such a sensitivity and a lot to offer. Like you have a lot to offer, especially in conversation and in just the being there. It feels like you are not so much a space holder. Like we have people around us sometimes that are just good at listening. You are the person that kind of shakes people out of their fog when they're like complaining about something, or there's something in their life that they don't like. You're like, I'm not holding space for that. If you don't like it, then choose something different. Like fix it then. Like you're the creator of your own reality. Why are you bitching? It's like the opposite of a space holder. Like you're the shaker awaker. And you're like, just move on from it. And it felt like very harsh in retrospect, maybe. But it's that sort of natural boundary setting that happens when you just know better. Like, you just know better. So it feels like you have kind of just naturally, like it feels like your natural vibration where you're just not surrounded by a lot of people, and you have been on like a one-person path. And you have learned a lot about the way things work. You have used yourself as a test subject. You have offered that wisdom to the people around you. And in the back of your mind, or in the depths of your soul, there is this lingering, like, how do I fit into the all? I know I'm part of the all, but how do I fit in? Because this journey has been alone. I have been learning this by myself. When I try and share it with other people, they don't understand. But it's the truest thing I've ever known, and it's hard to bring it into conversation with people that don't know. So you're like, how do I fit in? How am I serving the collective? Where do I belong? Where do I fit? Each of these organisms is doing their own job. If they stop doing their own individual job, the health of the entire collective organism deteriorates and then dies. You are serving the whole by honoring your path, by honoring your calling to keep uncovering, to keep gathering wisdom, to keep finding the truth and integrating it into your life. The more you do that, the more people around you just vibrationally can't help but also do it. You can also, this is a shaker awaker moment for you, pick a new timeline. Like, pick the timeline where the people around you in your life suddenly remember their power and they're like, oh, right, I can just pick something different. Oh, I can just, yeah, I can, you're right, I can. Or they realize it on their own. And maybe you don't get credit for it, but you don't really want credit for it. Well, some of you might. Feels nice to get credit for things. But you don't need the credit. You just want them to be happy. You're like, I chose my happy. Oh, and it feels hard won. Like, it feels like it took a lot of exploration and mindset shifting. Like, it was very intentional work to get yourself to the place that you're in. So what I'm feeling for the next 30 days is a newfound sense of peace within your journey. Newfound sense of belonging and understanding where you fit in to the whole, and how your solitary path, your singular focus and doing this kind of like on your own, how that really does fit in and how it really does serve the collective. This feels like something that will grow, and that's down the road. That's something we'll talk about later. But I feel like that's our message for you for your next 30-day outlook. You came here to do like some really deeply spiritual work. I'm really drawn to Scorpio as the one that can fully explore in the shadows. Really like getting in there, like not afraid to uncover things no matter what they are, no matter what the nature is. And it might be very dark and very scary, but you are not afraid of any of it. A lot of people are, and that's how we end up accidentally in the dark, because they're afraid to look in the dark, but there is light in the dark. Buried underneath all of the dark, you come out the other side and it's light. Like it's all of everything all at once. And you are the one that is able to explore those depths and those shadows and find the light in there. You're also very good at growing the light. Finding the speck, that one tiny pinpoint of light in the deepest, darkest shadows. You're like, no, I think I see it. And then you like zoom in and you're like, oh, it's definitely there. And the more you focus on it, the more it grows and the more it casts out the shadows. You are not just a shaker awaker, you are an illuminator. Ooh, I have chills all over my whole body. Let's get you an angel number. I asked your guides, I asked your angels to give us a number that you can keep in mind for the next 30 days. So they can use it to kind of guide you and let you know you are on the right track, you are on the right path related to this message. Whenever you see this number will be confirmation that your angels are around you, specifically related to this message. Abundance. 888. Ooh, I love it. And Scorpio, 8 tops. Also, infinity. So this feels like, actually, I'm really super drawn to the infinity aspect of 888. This feels like your mission. Like, this feels like your purpose. This is what you came to do. For so many of you, you have given your energy to other things, other people, to family members or raising a family, to your job, and like something has shifted in recent time frame. I'm feeling like in the last year or two, something has shifted to bring your focus like back in on yourself. And ever since then, you have been joyfully uncovering the way to your path. And like, really, you're always on your path. You can't ever get off of your path. Like, there's side quests and underground missions, but it's all still your path. You can't do it wrong. You can't get it wrong. But this feels like a spiritual calling, like a soul contract sort of thing. If you feel very called to turn this into wisdom to share, or like turning this into a class, something where you can offer this information to people that are ready to receive it, that's your direction. Like, this is the path. There is a very deep purpose calling you to do more of this, whatever it is. So 888 is your number. That's our message for you, my Scorpio friends. If this resonated for you, I would love to hear about it in comments. Also, if you like this video, if you could like this video, and subscribe if you'd like to get more stuff. Till next time, take good care. I love you so much.